and welcome to Tea Time.
Everybody, welcome to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. That's right, it is Monday. It is February 21st. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my handsome guest next to me. Friday, I did nothing but chill out. On Saturday night, I saw my friends do comedy at Hop Wins in Bayshore. It was a lot of fun. Most of them I didn't even see since before COVID, so it was really a nice treat for me. And then I met up with a bunch of people in Farmingdale, and we went to the Library Cafe. So all in all, it was nice. Sunday, I'm learning my lines for my script because I'm going to be in Philly the first week in March. As you know, I've got Recipes for Love, and I'm really excited because Daniel Baldwin joined the cast, and Nick Totoro, and my friend Robert Lozardo. I had Robert and Daniel on, so maybe I'll get Nick eventually. So I'm excited about that, and laundry because we all need clean underwear. Okay, let me get to my guest. He is an actor, he's a director, he's a writer, he's a producer, he was even a stunt man back in the day. Gary Gennaro Pastor, how are you?
Hello, TV land.
So listen, I want everyone to get to know Gary. Do you prefer Gary? Everyone knows you as Gary,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Everyone, his given name was Gennaro. We're going to get into that a little bit too. But, I want everyone to get to know you. You and I are friends on Facebook. We have a lot of mutual friends. And I just want to say in front of everyone, thank you for making this trip here. Because I know
What a journey.
today, I know, it's like Long Island from Jersey.
I live in New Jersey. It took 3 hours.
I know. But
3
it's
hours.
so
I don't do
worth
3
it.
hours for anybody.
I'm
very
blessed.
very blessed.
I am very blessed. We're going to talk about that
And
too.
I don't like traffic.
Who
I'm
does?
very, very sad. But I turned up the radio and I said, I'm doing this for a good person.
Thank you.
For a good cause.
Yeah, thanks.
For a good show.
I appreciate it. I
I
do.
know you
I
do.
do. So listen, so you were born and grew up in Brooklyn, correct?
I was born in the Gravesend, Sheepshead Bay area.
Right.
13th and around, I think, Avenue Y? Yeah, Avenue Y.
But you actually went to school in Staten, Italy, right?
I did.
You went to Tottenville High School.
I call this the Italian conga line. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Born in Brooklyn, go to Staten Island, go
End
to
up
New
in
Jersey,
Jersey.
then to Florida. That's how you do it. Dee, 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 dee.
I love it.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. So you went to Tottenville High School
I did.
in Staten, Italy, and
I
then
did.
and then you went to a tech school.
I went to New York Tech
Yeah.
because I wanted to be a chef, and I actually
Really?
I
But you owned a restaurant, didn't
I
you?
owned a couple of them. But I am a really decent chef, but I couldn't stand the heat, so I got out of the kitchen.
Most men are very, very good cooks. I have to say,
I
most
cook at
men
home
are.
for my family.
Yes.
I invite friends over. We have parties
Yes.
at my house.
Nice.
And any of you who have been to my parties, you
Yes,
know.
yes.
Even people from Long Island.
Yeah.
Or Strong
I haven't
Island
been there yet,
have
but
traveled
I
to my
envy
house.
the pictures because it looks like
It's
so
so much
much
fun.
fun. A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you also studied at NYU. You studied also film and media arts.
I did. Guess who was in my class?
Who?
Vincent Curatola.
Really?
Johnny Sack
Oh.
was in my...
I just saw him in July.
He was in my film class.
Really?
Yeah, it was so funny. We had to do our thesis films. He did something with crudité. It's like attack of the crudité, man. It was good. I teased the shit out of him. Oh,
sugar
I,
daddy.
I teased the shoot out of him because it was silly. But I noticed his talent back in
Back then.
yeah.
Back in the day. You worked for Local 52. Tell everyone what that is.
Local 52, it's the union that is involved in electric, props, grips, craft, shop craft, which is carpentry. We build the film sets, basically, and
Right.
put them together.
Yeah.
So whenever you go on a stage
Yeah.
in a studio, they are, especially in this area or the tri-state area, we travel all the way up to, I mean, I've worked in Boston.
Wow.
But we go from like Boston all the way down to Maryland, Baltimore, like that. And anytime you work on a sound stage, it was likely built by one of my brothers or sisters in the union.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been with them for over 20 years.
Wow.
I'm proud of it because I've been on a working set just about every day.
Is that amazing?
It is,
It's
because
amazing.
you see the ins and outs of the
Yeah,
business
yeah.
better than anybody, and it's the best acting class. It's the best
Yeah, yeah. It's
set-
hands-on.
set etiquette.
It's hands-on learning right
set
there.
etiquette
Yeah.
class. You work with great directors and actors,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time, it's better that you hide in the background and you
Right.
don't make an ass of
Yeah.
yourself.
Just look and absorb.
Just look and absorb,
Yes.
and eventually, they look at you. You know, depending on, crack a joke here every now and then.
Yeah, yeah.
The business has changed so much though
Yeah,
because of
yeah.
this recent.
COVID,
yeah,
it's
these
changed
events,
a lot.
horrible.
Well, listen, I gave Bobby a bunch of pictures, and Bobby, I sent them in the order in which I'm going to mention them. So let's talk about your very, very first time. Well, wait, let's go back to high school a minute, because you actually did, hold off on that pic, you actually did West Side Story in high school. Guess what I
Do
did?
I have to sing?
Guess what I did in high school?
Huh?
West Side Story.
Now, who'd you play?
I played a shock girl.
Oh, you were a shot girl.
Who are you?
I actually played Tony.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I wanted Maria, but they casted some blonde,
Maria,
you know?
I just met a girl named
Now
Maria.
now change it to Teresa.
I just met a girl named Teresa.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
And suddenly that name. I still can kind of do it.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
high notes.
Yeah.
Not
It's
so-
hard. It's hard as you get older. I
Not
mean,
so
it's not
much.
it's not as easy. All right, so West Side Story, you did it, I did it. I had a blast at it. Okay? But your very, very first film credit was Prissy's Honor with Jack Nicholson, directed by John Huston, and that was in 1985.
Insane.
There you are, baby. Look at that.
A youngster. Look at the camper. You could tell how old it is by his camper. That was Jack's camper.
That's amazing.
Jack was so special.
yeah.
What a sweet man. He knew I worked in a club in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't know. who
Thanks,
told
Bobby.
him. Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
He knew I worked in a club in Brooklyn because he was playing an Italian, like a gangster character.
Yeah.
He wanted to come to this Wise Guy Club.
Really?
Which was on 20th Avenue and 5th. I'm not going to mention the name of it,
Okay.
but it was inhabited by many a wise guy, real ones. So I took him on a Monday night. We watched Monday Night Football. They cooked for him. We stayed till 4 in the morning. They loved Jack, and Jack loved them.
Wow. See,
It
fun
was
times,
one of those
right?
great
Fun times.
Oh my God!
Beautiful
it's one of those,
memories.
It's one of those experiences I don't think I could ever replicate.
Right.
You know,
It's amazing.
and I get to meet people in the business that are. I mean, he was one of my icons.
Oh, sure.
My idols. You get to meet people in the business.
Tell me how you landed that role. How'd you land that gig?
Sylvia Faye casting, which she did mostly background. But every now and then, these background casting people would have these open calls, and if they liked you, she called me. They would look at you as like a core, say, extra.
Right.
But 90% of the time, if you landed a core extra job, you got bumped to a principal, and I got bumped.
A lot.
2 days I was on that job,
Wow.
I got bumped up.
Nice.
So I went in as an extra, I got bumped
Nice.
up, I was a principal for the rest of the time I was
Yeah.
on there. I probably worked 20, 25
Well,
days.
listen, Gary's been doing this. He's been in over 100 films. You've been doing this a long time. I don't want to age ourselves, but you've been in.
I'm 40.
You've been in movies. Yeah, okay. You've been.
What do you mean by that?
You've been in movies. Listen, you've been in Cocktail, Do the Right Thing, Goodfellas, A Bronx Tale. Pick Carlito's Way. Put it up. It's okay. Pay attention.
Come on, Bob.
Carlito's Way.
There you go.
There you are,
Me
baby.
and cousin Vin.
And Vinny Pastor is Gary's cousin, and it was how nice of it was to do that together.
I broke his balls. Vinny, if you're watching this,
He's going to be. I'm going to send it to him.
do you remember that I told them that they want you to shave your mustache?
Really?
And you didn't want to shave it because you were doing something else and you had the mustache. And I made hair and makeup tell you that you had to shave your mustache. You got really mad.
Wow. Okay, Donnie Brasco. Show that. Donnie Brasco with Johnny Depp. Look at you.
That guy was the best.
Wow.
Johnny was great.
I love that freaking movie.
Oh,
I
Johnny
love
was
that
great.
movie.
What a great man.
I was so lucky to interview Michael Madsen after the last.
They were all great. I mean,
they're all great.
Yeah.
And Copland with Sly. Hello.
Yeah, look how buff I am. Look at me. Look at me. Holy shit.
Ooh, yeah.
What the hell happened? What the F?
Oh man, tell me what it was like. Thank you, Bobby. Tell me what it was like to work with Sylvester Stallone.
He was going through a very difficult time.
Personally.
His daughter was born. She had like a hole in her heart.
Yeah.
I remember he was freaked out.
Yeah.
And he put a lot of, put a lot of effort into the role. He was just, he was playing Rocky. He gained weight. I don't think he was comfortable with it. I would like to say that, listen, I have a certain amount of respect for actors. Like, I don't get in their zone if they don't want you in the zone.
Yeah.
And I worked every day from July 3rd until October 3rd on that.
Wow.
I was cast.
But I have to say, I loved that movie.
I loved
him in that part. I loved
got
De Niro.
cut out a lot, which...
I know. When you end up on the cutting room floor, but you didn't. You
But-
were there. You there.
Well,
Hold
I
on.
made money.
We got proof.
I
You
made
get
money.
you get paid. You get paid. That's a good thing. You did a lot of TV. Obviously, you did Sopranos.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to ask you about that. You did Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Gotham. You did the first 2 seasons of The Deuce, which is on HBO, and it was
Great show.
You played what? Maddie the horse.
That's right.
Blacklist. The list goes on and on and on.
Blacklist is gonna. Friday the 25th.
Oh, write it down.
8 p.m. They introduced my character on Blacklist.
Woohoo! There we go.
What's my name? Alonso Light.
I don't know.
Alonso Leon. I don't know, but I know that I don't get killed.
That's a good thing.
Isn't
That's
it?
a good thing. That means you could come back.
I could come back.
I like that.
You never know.
You know, when they
I
kill.
have nothing. I got to sit my mouth. I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. Can't talk about it because
That's
you
right,
know
Morta.
when they kill you off.
That's morta.
Morta.
Or merta means you don't say
Merta,
nothing.
right? You keep your mouth shut. You don't see nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't know nothing.
Right.
But the thing is, yeah, obviously you don't want to get killed off the first season because you want to come back.
Getting killed off sucks.
I know. You want to keep going as long as you can. Listen, talk about going. We're going to take my first break, but stay right there because
A break? What's this
I got
break?
so much more with.
Where we go? Commercial?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back with Gary Pastor. Don't go away. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. Big shout out to John York from General Hospital. Thank you for those kind words. I want to say hello to Linda DeVides and Tony and Michael Norton. My cousin Betty's watching, Ann and Mario and Bruno.
Hi, everybody.
Everyone like the show, please share it. And this show is on every Saturday at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people on beautiful Long Island who get Optimum.
You know who doesn't watch it? The people that go out Friday night.
They watch
Chances
it.
are they're not going to watch it.
No.
'Cause they're
So
hungover.
thank you everyone for watching the show. Please like it. Please share it. Tell everyone about it. Go to Tea Time on Facebook. Like my page. I have great guests. And right now, this is a man who I am thrilled and blessed to have here in studio. Gary Pastor. He's
I'm
an
not
actor.
worthy.
He's a director. He's a writer. He's a producer. He's a stuntman. He's done it all. The man has been in over 100 films. He's been doing this for a long time. You know what? That's what people want to do. They just want to be consistent working actors throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you have achieved it. You continue to achieve it. I don't know what your formula is yet, but you also founded and CEO 1999 of Willow Creek Entertainment, which is a production company that you have, and you did a lot of indie films.
I produced a couple. I directed a few.
You did, which was very funny. I watched some of it. Who's Jenna? Okay,
yeah.
Hysterical. Joe D'Onofrio, our friend, was in that, and then you did Almost Paris.
With Martin Scorsese's daughter.
Yes, that was Martin Scorsese's daughter. Wait, don't tell me. Dominica.
That's correct. She was very sweet.
Dominica Scorsese. Yes, you co-produced that.
I co-produced it.
And also, which we're going to talk about, is Destressed. And Destressed is, I've been through a lot in my life, as you know. And so have you. And you went through something, and you turned it into an indie film, a doc, and it's called Destressed. And I have the book here. It says based on an award-winning documentary, and it's won many awards. It premiered in Atlantic City in April 2014. It won the Audience Choice Award. It won the Homegrown Doc Award, Best Doc. And it's on Amazon Prime. You could actually watch this film right now. And Gary was so sweet to bring me in the book, and it just says the search for sanity in an insane world, and it's a self-help story to inspire change and practical step-by-step directions for mastery and stress management. We are all stressed out people, okay? Especially after the couple of years that we've had. But we deal with stress every day in our lives. There's always stuff going on, okay? And it's how we all handle it, because to be honest, and I'm very honest with my audience, and I've been in that dark hole. I have PTSD. And I've been in that dark hole, and it's very, very hard to dig yourself out of it. It really is. And when depression sets in and crazy thoughts go in your head, and that's where it could lead somewhere else. But this is I can't wait to read this, and I want everyone to.
Dana Kettles also, who's a
yes.
She's a life coach.
Yes.
She's from Europe.
Yes.
She invested in the film.
And I watched your little thing with her.
And she wound up being she became a really good friend of mine.
Right.
Her heart is amazing. She does. She helps people that are uncomfortable speaking in front of an audience. She's great with body language. I always told her I think she should work for like the CIA, the FBI, because she can tell if somebody's lying. But her heart is what won me over. She's just one of those amazing people.
How did you originally connect with her?
She invested in. She was one of the investors in the film. I had done I call it crowd begging.
Right.
Crowdfunding. And she was involved in the group that did it, and she came to the U.S.
Right.
And she worked on it, and I saw how much she really loved the project and the whole premise behind it. I mean, this was a passion project of mine. I want to I wanted to help people that feel like their life is over and they're in despair. My father told me, and I'll always say it, there once was a man who complained he had no shoes till he met a man who had no
No
feet.
feet.
And it's basically one of those books and movies that you should stop complaining about
Right.
things in your
Yes.
life, and you meet people along the way that have nothing. I met a soldier. He went to Afghanistan. He lost 3 of his limbs.
Yes.
And he came back, and he was he was very despondent is the right word. He was strung out on meds, and I told him to get off the meds because they weren't helping him. And
Right.
he now works at Metrotech. He's an emergency operator. They built him a house, I think.
Wow.
What do you call it? What's the name of the group? I'm sorry. I can't off the top
Wounded
of Wounded
Warriors?
Warriors.
Yeah.
They built him a house with a ramp.
Nice.
What a beautiful guy. And he was my hero because the guy had been through so much, but had the great fortitude that he did it for his country. He lost. If I was him, I'd be honest with you, probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I would not be here because I didn't have that eternal strength like he had.
Well, what led you to this? What made you land in the hospital?
9/11 was very tragic for me. I'm not going to share the details,
Yeah, you don't have to.
but between that, I got scammed by a bunch of people who invested in Willow Creek, which I opened another company called Hudson Film Group.
Right.
They scammed me out of some money, and I was just going through a horrible time. And I think between
Doesn't it
9/11,
seem when it rains it pours?
Yeah,
Don't you,
exactly.
don't you see?
I think it was the culmination of
Yes.
that. 9/11.
Yeah.
I was having some issues at home.
Yeah.
It just all of it.
It just piles,
Yeah,
piles,
and it
piles,
just-
piles.
I wound up getting a intestinal infection because it was inflamed.
Like little agita.
The worst agita.
Right.
And hospitalized me, almost took me.
Wow.
And I came out of that.
And you turned a
stronger
negative
person
into
to
a positive, and that's what I love about this, because that's the whole thing is that there's always someone out there who's suffering more than you, and
Go help somebody else.
that's the thing too and it makes you feel so good when you do. I mean, I had showed you the boxing picture, and literally had 2 stars in my eye, and I'm like, looks horrible, and I'm thinking, well, how can I make this funny? How can I use this to my advantage? And that's when I grab the boxing gloves and I'm like, let's take a pic and put it out there, and that's the whole thing is that there's always someone, like I said, out there who doesn't
Has it worse.
Has it
And
worse.
my best advice to people who are stressed out, go do some volunteer work. Go help people that are destitute
Yeah.
and less fortunate.
Yeah.
And you get to see the difference on, you be about your life.
Well, that's the whole thing too, and it's an outlet. It's an
It's an
outlet.
outlet.
It's an
And you
outlet to
go
keep
help
your mind
somebody
busy
else,
and physical
You help
busy.
somebody else.
Absolutely.
And you see how good it makes you feel.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get a lot of self-help and
Right.
helping other people. And, I got this one guy, I mean, he saw the movie, he got off of heroin, I wound up losing him a year later, but I was so enthralled by the fact that the movie moved him. And, you save one life.
You
man.
can't help but not.
You
move
save
you.
one
That's
life,
the whole thing.
one life.
Oh yeah.
I want 1 million people to see it, not because I want to be a millionaire.
Right.
I
Right.
want 1 million people to be helped.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we're gonna throw up another pick, Bobby, because you co-starred in Happy Madison Productions the week of is it the week
Oh,
of staring?
no.
Staring
That was
at
my first sex
with Adam
scene.
Sandler. Look at that. There you are. You're with Adam and
Adam,
Chris.
out here.
Yeah, Chris Rock is in that, and Steve Buscemi and Rachel Dratch, and that was on that was on Netflix.
You can watch it now.
Yeah, you can watch it now. Could always
Yeah,
watch
it's
it
called
now.
The Week of.
Yeah, the week of. That's it.
Fun movie. Adam was great. The producers were great.
Yeah.
I had done something else with them previously. Don't Mess with the Zohan. They were just great people. Adam's awesome. That was my first sex scene at my tender young age, which was traumatic. It was traumatic. My advice.
Wait a second. Don't they have? Wait. They have coaches on
Not
set.
then. Not then. Anything went. And it did.
Okay. Okay, I gotta keep it rated G. All right, so listen, let's talk about, we talked.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
You talked about,
That was funny.
addiction for a minute, and you were in a movie called Shooting Heroin.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And that was with Sherilyn Finn, Nick Turturro, Kathy Moriarty, Lawrence
Kathy's
Hilton.
my.
Oh,
I-
Kathy, we love
Kathy,
you. I'm gonna send
know where
Kathy
you are,
the show.
baby.
I love you.
Right here, hon.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her the show too.
I love her so much.
And Lawrence Hilton Jacobs and
I love him too.
and just talk about that
And
real
Alan
quick.
Powell,
'Cause that
he was
helps-
the star.
That happens in PA, right?
The sad part about it,
Yeah.
it's such a crazy story because Meatloaf was going to play me,
Okay.
and we just lost Meatloaf.
Yes. You played Officer Jerry in that.
Yes, and they offered the role to Meatloaf, and he was obviously, he had some health problems, he had some weight problems, he also had bad back problems, and he passed on it. And
Right,
in fact,
right.
I said to the director day one, I had to keep running back and forth. I probably did a mile that day, and I said, if Meatloaf had done this, I hate to tell you, you might have to call the ambulance because I don't think he would have made it, man.
Oh boy.
But the message was about the opioid epidemic, and I'm very passionate about it. And
Yeah.
this town that we shot it in was, they experienced a very, 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 very horrible epidemic.
Yeah.
It was a steel town. People lost their jobs, and they turned to, the dark side. In fact, one of the nights we were shooting this scene, we heard the
ambulance?
first responders, and 3 people had overdosed around the corner while we were shooting the scene. 3.
Oh.
They got, I don't know, bad batch, fentanyl, whatever, and yeah, it was surreal because we had to stop shooting. So because there were so many first responders.
Right. Right.
And I felt bad because it was a really small town. I got to know the locals, and
Yeah.
very sad. But I'm happy I did the film.
Yeah. It's a story that needs to be told.
Absolutely. All of them need to be told.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me about Last Call with Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy was great.
Yeah. Did you do more than one movie with him?
No, I just did the one.
Was it just the one?
He even said, I wish I knew you during, Entourage. He goes, you would have been great on the show.
Oh,
I
yes,
said, yeah,
definitely.
no crap. I'm always a day late and a dollar short, The one great thing, and this is what I will tell other actors. Day one, I knew I was in scenes with Jerry. I play his boss. And I left him alone. I didn't bother him. And day 2, I was sitting in back of the bar that we used for Last Call.
Right.
I'm eating my lunch by myself, and I hear a voice, and he says, do you mind if I sit next to you? And it was Jeremy. I said, absolutely not. And I said, I apologize if I'm acting standoffish. I just given you your space. And he goes, do you know how much I appreciate that?
Wow.
He goes, so many people do not understand the boundaries
Right.
of not
Right.
crossing that line. I'm not starstruck, I've never been, and I guess that's why, even when I was with Jack Nicholson in the very beginning, I knew he was a person underneath.
Yeah, what my mother always told me? Because growing up, I was really infatuated growing up. Now, not so much.
No, you
but
can't
back
be.
then, when you're young, I would say something, and she's like, they all pee the same way.
They all pee,
We
yeah.
all pee the same
Take a
way.
dump the
There's
same way.
nothing
There's
special
nothing
about them. You know what I mean? But, I didn't think of it like that when I was a kid.
Yeah, but we got on real well, and then I shot the scenes, and the amazing part is even after we wrapped, I got called to do reshoots, and I find out that Jeremy wanted to do more scenes with me, and I wound up going to Philly, and we shot probably another 10 minutes of film.
Nice.
Where it was just me and him. And I so appreciate it, and I appreciate him
That's so
and
nice.
the producers.
And you
Yeah,
know
it's
what?
one of those great stories.
I appreciate you being here. I'm going to tell you that again. And I got to take a quick break. So everyone stay where you are because we're going to be right back with Gary. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh, Oh my God.
Coaster's Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook, Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. He's an actor, he's a director, he's a writer, he's a producer, he's a stunt man. We gotta talk about that too. Gary Pastor is in the house with me. I'm so excited. So Gary, listen, I know you have some irons on the fire. You have some things that you're gonna be working on in the future. And I heard something.
What'd you hear?
I heard that you and I are going to be working together in the future.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I kind of heard that too.
Yeah, it's exciting, huh?
It is exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I am too.
Yes, thank you.
I don't talk about things ahead
Tell
of
me
time.
why.
People tend to be envious of what you do.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't like to, I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of those actors. You want, can we talk about social media?
Let's talk about
I'll incorporate
Let's talk about social media. Go ahead.
I'll incorporate it.
Go ahead.
There's a couple of pet peeves I have.
Okay.
When actors say, you see that thing, it says booked it. Why you got to do that?
Right.
Book it, shoot it,
Right.
get on the set,
Right.
and then talk about it.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is, there's so many people out there that are envious. It almost seems like you're doing to them. I feel like it's in bad taste in one way.
Right.
It's good to brag about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get the respect of people because of the way you do it.
Right.
See, social media,
Yeah.
it could be,
It's a blessing and a curse at the
it's
same
a blessing and a curse.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be on Blacklist on Friday. Of course I want you to watch it.
Yes, we're all going
Please.
to tune in.
I want you to watch it. I want you to tell the producers, hey, he was great. Forget about it. We got to have him back.
Yeah.
Forget about it. He was awesome. But to go and boast and boast and boast about yourself, what do you think you're accomplishing, honestly? There's
Right.
people out there that want to be you. And they're envious of you. And they'll talk bad about you. And they say shit about you.
Stuff. Yeah. It's okay.
I did it again.
It's all
Sorry.
right.
They'll say stuff about you.
Yeah.
And it's not fair because you work, like even me, I work so hard to get here. People don't realize how much I have invested in my career.
Correct.
And it's not just me.
Right.
I mentioned this past week, I came up with Danny Aiello, Tony Sirico, Cousin Vincent Pastore. I mean, we never ever, we supported each other.
Yes.
But we never went about bragging and yak. I mean, I never seen anything like it. The social media, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And these are people that never took an acting class, never got on a stage.
Well, that's because of those TikTok people, right? The TikTok,
TikTok
people who
people make me
all of a
think.
sudden, they got millions of followers, millions of followers. Then what? They get their own TV show. They get their own,
There's no talent.
no, there's no talent. It's
There's
just
no
it's
talent.
the followers. It's the followers.
No
They have the
talent.
followers.
It's really disparaging to guys that I lost my first wife because of this business.
Wow.
She felt like there was no future with me.
Really?
Well, listen, I had to do what I had to do as a bartender.
Right.
I worked,
Right. You hustled.
I hustled. I even worked for the city of New York in the police department, which I'm never going to get into.
I didn't bring it up.
But I did. I did things to
Supplement.
help supplement this career of mine. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of loss, a lot of times where there was no money, and I sat there and I thought about, what am I doing? I even do it now. I do it now, but now it's a hobby that pays well.
Right.
And I have work behind me.
Right.
What drives me crazy too is that the casting directors, I have hours of tape
Oh yeah.
with
Oh,
A-list
yeah.
actors.
Oh yeah.
You think that they would take my tape and
Pull
go,
it. Pull it
wow,
and- pull it and
this
watch
guy's
it."
amazing. Look at all the jobs he's done. Look
Yes,
at how versatile
yes,
he is.
yes.
No, I still got to go up and read.
No, at this point
it's
you
like,
shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying? At this point you should. At this point you really,
It makes
really,
me crazy.
you shouldn't have to.
It makes
really.
me crazy. It really does. I
Yeah, it would
understand
make me nuts, too.
CDs have their job to do.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that I can't even go up and read anymore.
Right.
I used to go up to a casting director and read right for the
I know, now
producers and
everything-
directors.
everything's
I got
all
to self-tape.
submission.
Now I got to be
Yeah.
the DP,
Yep.
the director. I got to find somebody to read.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is nearly impossible.
Right. I'll read with you.
I'm in Jersey. Where you going? You gonna come read with me in Jersey?
You could put me on a speaker. I could do it.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
I just like the interaction.
I know.
But you know,
I know.
setting up the camera, I don't know where to look.
I know.
look that way,
Listen,
that
I did
way.
two. I did two submissions before I met
I never
you.
get cast when I self-tape.
Never.
Never.
I did two submissions before I met you tonight, and and again, like you said, I got to set up the light, I got to set up the camera, I just want to act.
You know how much time is involved? I gotta go be off book.
I
Set up
know.
the light, set up the camera, set dress.
I like to
I
audition
gotta
in person.
pick out my wardrobe.
Yes.
They're not happy with it. Afangul. I can say afangul.
Yes, you can.
I said it.
Oh my God. Oh, Maron to me. Listen. So, yeah, we're talking about Facebook, social media, COVID.
COVID
How
destroyed
did-
the industry.
How did you do, or I should say, what did you do? Because I know a lot of comics did a lot of
Very
Zoom
interesting.
shows.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Okay, which I tell you the
Terrible.
truth, I didn't do any. I didn't want to do any. That was my
I
my
could have
choice.
went broke, and I could have panicked.
Yes.
I learned, and that's because of the book. We'll go back to the book.
Yeah.
You gotta think, man. You
Outside
gotta,
the box.
You gotta think and say, what am I gonna do to get through this?
Right.
I didn't work for 7-8 months like most people.
Right.
What am I gonna do about money? I can't live off unemployment. I can't live off this, whatever the thing they gave you, $600. I have a wife. I have kids. I have a
Right.
mortgage.
Yeah.
I moved money around. Was what I did. Mm-hmm. I refinanced my house. I took money out. Mm-hmm. And what I did was I kept my sanity. And when you have your sanity, you think clearly.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we all fail to do, is think clearly
Yeah.
during times of need.
Yeah.
Don't panic. Think outside the box. Take some time and breathe. I mean, this is my advice for anybody.
Well, I think a lot of people reevaluated their life during COVID. Look, I made a joke. I said either there was going to be a lot of pregnancies or a lot of divorces.
Oh, there's a lot of everything. People
And,
killed themselves.
Well, that too.
And the weak
Yeah.
did not survive it,
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah. It's
You
sad.
know, it's
Very sad.
It's sad because you could have taken it to the extremes.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people did, and I still think there was a lot of mind control, and I'm not going to get into that, but I do think that there was a lot that was pushed upon the people of the world, not even the American people, the entire world, because I have friends all over the
Yeah.
globe.
Everything shut down all over.
And there was a lot of oppression, a lot of dictating from the government about what to do. The whole mask thing got out of hand. I had COVID.
I had
I'm
it
not
too.
making fun of it.
I had COVID.
Because I had it so bad, I probably should have and could have died. I couldn't breathe. I had my 70.
I went to the hospital. I didn't
didn't.
stay, but I had to go.
I didn't because they wanted to put me on a respirator, and I lost
Oh.
Nikki Cadero,
No,
may her rest
yeah,
in peace,
yeah.
and a couple other people
Yeah.
that got the intubation. What do you call it? They stuck the tube down your throat.
Yeah. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
wound
thing.
up meeting an angel, and that angel gave me medicine, and
Yeah.
I was better in 2 days.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Again, it was one of those things where you had to stop and
Yeah.
think and not
yeah.
panic.
Absolutely.
It sucked. I never want to go through it again. My
Neither do
entire family was sick. My
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
My daughter was in the hospital while I had COVID. I felt so hopeless.
Yeah.
and I was full of rage. I hated.
Yeah, you get mad.
I know where it came from, so I'm not happy with the country it came from. And again, I can't be political.
No.
I keep my mouth shut.
Let's change the subject a little bit. Tell me what your best and worst qualities are about yourself.
My worst quality? I have no filter. I tell it like it
Neither
is.
do
I'm
I.
black and white.
I love that.
My best quality?
Yeah.
I have no filter. I'm black and white. I tell it like it is.
But I like that. I don't want someone to blow smoke
I'm
up
not
my
gonna
butt.
lie to
I
you.
want you to tell it like it is to me, and
Me
I
too.
can take it too.
The problem is this world and
It's too
political
sensitive.
correctness
No, they're too
and
sensitive.
and
Too
you
sensitive.
can't say this.
I don't know about what
and
happened.
People don't want to hear the truth. They like gray area. I hate gray area.
Yeah, it's either
it's like a
black or white.
Band-Aid,
I know.
okay? I got
Yeah.
Band-Aid. Look, I got
Right.
hairy arm, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, put the Band-Aid on my hairy arm,
Right.
okay? I know I'm going to pull it off. It's going to hurt.
Right, but you
But I
rip
gotta-
it off. Get it over
you
with.
go like this.
Right, don't
I
inch
take-
it.
I
Inch
take
it,
the
inch it,
hairs off.
Little bit. Mm-mm.
It stings,
Yeah,
but it gets you to the point of return.
right.
To sit here and wonder and guess and this and that, I can't stand it. I don't come from that world.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's my generation.
Yeah.
My father, World War II vet. You think that he beat around the bush?
No.
He beat me around the bush. You know what I mean?
That was okay when it was okay to
Exactly.
beat kids back then.
I mean, back
hey,
then
we,
you
we
could
all
crack.
took beatings back then.
Oh, you gotta crack.
Remember the paddle with the ball? You know the paddle?
Yeah, you got
The
hit with
paddle?
that? I got hit with the spoon.
My mother would rip off the ball and use the paddle.
That makes sense.
And back then, the paddle was thick.
It was a little
It
thick.
wasn't like
I got hit with the
today.
spoons, the wooden spoon.
Yeah,
She used to buy the plenty pack because you'd break
Yeah.
it over my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. And one day she went to go whack me on my behind. It cracked in half.
You know what, though? You learn.
Oh, you do?
I think maybe the third, fourth time you talk back, you say something stupid.
Now listen to me.
If you haven't learned yet, then you're stupid.
My father just had to look at me.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the look.
That's what I do to the
and
kids.
I'd go crying and
That's what I do to
run.
the
Oh,
kids.
just the look. That's it.
Yeah,
You
they're
didn't have to
afraid
say
of me.
anything. No words.
I don't
want
want to be like that. I don't want to be the bad guy, but
No,
I
but
gotta
someone
be out.
has to be. You can't be their friend. You have to be their parent. You know, that's what my father used to tell me. I'm not your friend, I'm your father. And you got to be a parent to your daughter, not a friend.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks. I don't love the way of the world. I mean,
It definitely has
and
changed.
I can't change the.
I want to go back to like
You can't change spots on a
1983.
leopard because people expect me to be politically correct
Right.
and be a little softer. How can I,
Right.
who grew up in this life,
Right.
growing up in Brooklyn and started doing the Italian Congo line,
Yeah.
how do you expect somebody like myself to all of a sudden be able to embrace this insanity that it is? Because to me, it is insanity. I can't tell you how I feel. I can't say anything off the cuff. I
It's
can't.
true.
I gotta worry if I
true.
offend you.
Can you imagine if All in the Family was on today?
Oh, it'd be off.
I know.
Everything would be off.
I know.
I think this woke is the stupidest.
My girlfriend Kristen Tinsley, she does this whole thing about, she does a
Stupidest.
whole joke about woke.
Stupidest.
Are you woke? Well, if your eyes are open, you woke.
I'm sorry. I mean, listen, I am never going to be here and offend somebody that I know will be very offensive.
Oh.
But I really cannot stand, how insane and ridiculous it really
Yeah,
is.
the world's gone a little cuckoo.
And I have absolutely no prejudice, no racial.
Yeah.
I don't have a racial bone in my body.
But it's like people lost their common sense.
And I tell you what, a lot of my friends of color are against it all because they feel that it spotlights them because they don't even think that way. The ones that are of normal thinking.
Right.
And I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I'm trying not to offend anyone. But you got to understand from somebody in my generation.
You know, everyone's entitled
How
to
hard it
everyone's
is.
entitled to an opinion.
how hard it is to embrace this. It's insane.
It is. It's hard.
It's insane.
It's hard. I know it's hard. It's insane. I gotta
Stop the madness.
I gotta take a third break. There's insanity, but don't go away because 10 more minutes when we get back with Gary. Don't go away. Stay right there. So where do you want to go tonight?
Why don't we go to Coasters?
Oh, cool. I heard it's a great place. Let's check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Oh my God.
Coasters Tavern is located at 487 New Bridge Road in East Meadow. Their number's 516-557-2222.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bat Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. I have Gary Pastor sitting next to me, actor, director, writer, producer, and stuntman, and singer and guitar player. Bobby's going to throw up that pic real quick, and you're going to tell everyone you're at the Stone Pony, baby.
That guy on the right is my friend Bob Polding.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell who's playing the drums.
What were you singing? Do you remember?
Yeah, we were doing The Letter by...
Oh, I love that song.
Buy me a ticket for an airplane by, what's his name?
I can't remember, but I know the song, The Letter.
Spaz guy.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby. I'm
so-
gonna be there probably Sunday night
Are
because
you gonna
Bob's
be
playing
there?
again.
Really?
Yeah.
So how often do you play out?
Not much anymore because it takes too much time away, and then it's the weekends, and I want to be home with my kids.
And are you self-taught guitar, or did you take lessons?
No, my brother was a guitarist, and
Really?
my younger brother is in a band called Edison's Children, and they're from his band is half from America and half from England. Guess who plays in his band? Neil Armstrong's son.
What?
Rick Armstrong,
Really?
the guy from the moon,
Wow.
NASA astronaut. Huh. He plays guitar in his band, and they're very good.
Now, did
they
you
got
have,
about
did
4
you,
albums out.
Did you have like a high school band?
Yeah, I did. Actually, that's how I wound up in West Side Story.
Really?
The drama teacher came and saw the Battle of the Bands. He said, "You got a great voice."
Huh?
And he wanted me to audition. I had to cut my hair, and I did it. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
in
You
this
had to
insane
cut your
business
hair.
because of this.
So you might be there this weekend.
Yes, Sunday.
Wow.
I may even do the letter.
That's cool.
Yes,
Now
with
there
Bob
you were
Holding.
just there you were just singing.
Go singing,
see
yeah.
a guitar.
Yeah. The only time I'll play,
Yeah.
I mean, if there's guitar, I don't like to show people up. You know, I mean, unless he says bring a guitar and
Right,
play
right,
rhythm.
right.
Yeah, but I don't ever bring it because I think that to me that's also
Okay.
being
No, I know what you're saying.
pushy.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
You know?
I get it. But I've seen the guitar in your
Yeah,
hand, so I was just.
I have a whole bunch of them. Fenders.
Now, who
mostly.
did you like listening to growing up?
The Rolling Stones are my favorite band in the world.
Okay.
Then the Beatles.
Uh-huh.
Pink Floyd.
Uh-huh.
Led Zeppelin.
Uh-huh.
Definitely a rock and roller.
Yeah, you are.
I like blues.
Uh-huh.
Kurt Clapton, of course.
Yeah.
U2.
All right.
I like-
nice repertoire.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, of course, I like AC/DC and all those crazy bands, too. It depends on the mood. Lately, I've been into... I watched that show, Yellowstone, and I love that
Oh, there's
music.
so many people watching
I
that.
love the music. I kind of getting into country and country and blues again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
That's nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, listen, we have like 5 minutes left. So I just want to tell everyone where you can follow Gary. He is on Instagram. It's Gary with 2 R's _Pastor, Pastor.
Yeah, please, I need some followers on
And he's
Instagram. I mean, I want to be like these TikTok
and
jerks.
he's on Insta.
I should have 1 million followers. I
So
only got
funny.
like 3.
Oh my God.
Maybe 4.
I follow you.
Oh, that's good.
Gary, again, 2 R's _Pastor on Insta, GaryPastor.com.
GP Actor.
Go to his website, GP Actor also.
At and Facebook.
But you could go to his website if you're interested in the book, and also watch it on Amazon Prime. Again, it's Destressed, Stressed, and yeah, and he has other things that are going to be coming up. And Friday night, 8:00, Blacklist. Everyone's gotta watch it.
Yeah, and you know what'd be cool is if they wrote into the show and said, "Wow, who's that guy?" Great.
Yeah, we're all gonna contact CBS, right? Blacklist is on CBS, right?
Yes.
CBS. We're all gonna contact Channel 2.
What else do you want to talk? You want to
CBS.
talk about fellow actors?
Yes. We have 4.5 minutes. Give them some advice.
It's such a crazy business. Do it because you love it. You should do what you love and love what you do. My humble advice right now, because it's just crazy business, is to make it a hobby. Go out and have a job. Get a job. Don't think that you're going to be an overnight success. No such thing. Don't think you're going to be discovered. Really, no such thing.
Because you've been doing this how long? How long?
4 decades. You got a better chance of hitting the lottery or getting hit by lightning than getting discovered. And that's the truth. I worked in a restaurant and bar in the 80s that every possible actor and producer and director came in. I did get work out of it. You know why? I minded my own business. I didn't tell people I was even an actor. I just let it happen. And yeah, they put me in a movie or whatever. But nobody discovered me.
Right.
I'm not a household name.
Yeah,
some people know me, some people don't.
But you are a consistent working actor
I work.
Throughout these 40 years.
I work. And I make a good living.
That is an accomplishment within itself.
It is.
You don't have to be a household name. Listen, I was talking to our friend Ralph Bracco, and Ralph.
But people are such a misconstrued.
But Ralph and I,
misconstrued about how much you make.
Listen to me. I do it, and Ralph, I am so passionate about acting
Because it's
what
in your
I
heart.
do. Heart. It is in my
Soul.
blood, my bones. It is.
It has to be.
It is from head to toe.
It has to
and
be.
that's why I work. Listen. Getting paid is the cherry on top of it. And there's a lot of things
True.
I do for a lot of people for
True.
nothing because I love it so much. And I know that God don't want me yet. I'm here for a reason.
There's a lot of envy.
All right.
A lot of envy.
And you know what?
People don't like when you work.
I don't. You know
And
what?
it's sad because I don't wish bad on anybody.
Neither do I.
But guess what? I'm going to say this truthfully. Karma is an MFer.
Okay.
Do not mess with karma.
Yeah.
If you wish bad on somebody,
No, never.
bad will come to you.
No, don't
You'll
do it.
give out good, you'll
Don't do
get
it.
back good.
Yeah.
You give out bad, it will tenfold.
Yeah, it's true.
I always wish people
I always
the
do.
best.
I want
Unless
people-
you're a clown.
Listen to me.
If you're a clown and a fraud, I wish you nothing.
Right,
I
nothing.
don't expect anything
Right,
from me.
right.
Because I'm honest.
I wish everyone the best. I really
I wish
do.
you the best.
I wish I do. It's true. I want to see everyone succeed and everyone have a happy, plentiful
We're not
life.
competing. You can't compete
No,
with me.
you can't
How you
compete with
gonna
me.
compete
Look,
with
can
me?
you and I go up against
No.
the same role?
Well,
Hello.
maybe.
I don't know about that.
Maybe I do the Tootsie.
You know, that's one of my favorite movies too.
Mm.
Tootsie. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's sad too because of the whole people of color thing. Nobody had it worse than Italians in the beginning. They had to change their name. They had to take the vowels off.
Yes.
My name is Gennaro Pastor. I didn't want to use it
His
because
given name is Gennaro, which I love that.
I love it now. I wish I
Yes,
used it.
Yes.
But I didn't use it back then because casting directors and managers told me.
Right.
You know,
right.
make it
Something
more
generic.
American.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
It's
that.
true.
And
It's true.
it's sad because
Yeah.
I think Italians really were, and even to this day, you got a vowel on your name, you're always in a mob. Not like we could be attorneys or judges or anything else.
Right.
Every now and then, a casting
Definitely
director will give it to you.
Stereotypical. Yep.
You know, and I
Absolutely.
try my best now to pass on
Well,
a lot
look,
of.
you've played other roles. I mean, you played a sheriff. You have played other roles, which
I
is
just
nice.
play a
because-
Greek guy.
Greek. Yes,
I was
Greek.
Yes, I
Do
play.
you know Greek? Do you know any Greek?
Oh, yes, Malaka.
Oh no! Say nice words. Look, Sagapo.
Yes, Agapo.
Okay.
So I played this Greek a football coach in a high school movie called Moments of Youth, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that
You
nice?
know, it
It's
was
nice.
so much
It's
fun,
nice
and I had
being
this silly
It's
accent.
nice being outside the box.
Yes.
I don't like to be pigeonholed myself. I call myself a character actor. I love transforming myself into anyone, anything. I have a blast with it.
Oh, my favorite words. What are my favorite words? Remember?
What are your favorite words?
My favorite word is yes.
Yes. Okay. Favorite word? Bad? No.
Favorite word is yes. Bad word?
No.
No.
Okay. Listen, I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you so much for doing this to me. Thank you so much.
She's a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you. Everyone, I got to go. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Ciao, everybody.
Ciao, bello.